Yo, what's good? What's good, all? What's good? This is the Phenomenal Legacy Podcast. I am your dog Q. We back, man. We are back. I'm glad to be back, to be honest with you. I told you I'd be back. Now I thought I was gonna be back yesterday, but I was like, boy, let me get some sleep in. Let me get some rest in. Something about this week. This week was not it. This week was not it, fam. And sometimes you got those weeks to where you just, you got to concede. You just got to give up. You like, all right, look here. And, not that you're trying to make it no worse and not that you're trying to make it no better, but sometimes you just got to concede the week. You can have that week completely fine. I labeled this episode Too Much Talking. All right. You usually surround yourself around a lot of talkers and not enough doers. Some people can do both, but it's rare. It's rare, right? So too much talking. We be talking about that. I do want to start it off with saying this: everybody got a word, but not too many of them got a foundation. You feel me? You get that under you see what I'm putting down. Everybody got something to say, but they ain't got no foundation that they got it built upon. I'm saying that as far as, you know what I mean? You can see these people that's walking so faithfully, or you can see these people that's walking so strong and stuff, but as soon as the hardest moment in their life, they crash and they tumble. They curl up in a ball. They give up. You know what I mean? They cool when everything's on the up and up. These don't even have to just be Christians and stuff like that. These can be your everyday people that's putting on this facade that they are more than who they are. I come from being real. You know what I mean? So if I'm weak, you'll never know that I'm weak because I have a foundation to know when I don't have my strength, I know somebody else that will carry it. Or you got these people that sit around, and just got everything wrong with them in the world, right? And can't nothing go right. Those people, you just got to get up and go because those is beggars. All right. And sometimes those beggars just want to be choosers too. And you can't choose and beg at the same time. You got to pick a struggle. All right. Pick a struggle. Be right. So, yeah, we got too much talking going on, not enough action. And then also with that talking, you see too many people up in your business. I want you to tell them right now, get out my business. Yeah, get out my business, fam. Anyway, before we get on to that, let me go ahead and tell y'all guys, I was watching on YouTube. I was watching my show. All right. It's a channel called Art Fennell. He has his whole family on there, family and friends, and you get down country style. So I watch them time to time. They always cooking and fellowshipping together and all that type of. It's real nice, real wholesome. Something I want to do. Not when I just get old, just when I get me some land, fam, and I'm always gonna be doing something out there. Yeah, we going out there to go kick it. Not like a fan, like we got the grill going up and stuff like that. We joking, we doing stuff together, whether that's cleaning or chopping some stuff down or just being together. You know what I mean? And it's cool to reflect on the past, but also be appreciating the present. You know what I mean? Just sitting there, just joking and just playing games and all that type of stuff. But it's not that's the type of partying that I like to do, right? Okay. So that's something that I kind of want to. So anyway, I say all that to say this. They was doing this, and they were at one of these cookout things, and somebody made some catfish stew. So it's that time of year to where, starting to get a little chilly. So you can start making a lot more hearty meals and stuff like that. So I said, catfish stew. I said, I ain't never heard of that before. Catfish stew? I was like, a stew. Now I didn't heard of fish soup, and I'm still scared to try it. Still scared to try that. But catfish stew, I said, how does one go about making some catfish stew? So I finally made it, and I got to tell you. I got to tell you, whoever was on something about that catfish stew. Look here, I like that better than beef stew. I like catfish stew better than beef stew. Now, the one thing that was missing from the catfish stew that I wish I would have put inside the catfish stew was some scallops. But them scallops was $17 a pound. Oh, we just gonna have to wait on a special occasion like a Thanksgiving or something like that. And then I'll definitely get y'all some scalloped catfish stew because the scallop got that sweet. It got a sweet enough taste to put into it and stuff like that, you know. So definitely look up around this time of year some catfish stew. Go ahead and try to make it and tell me how you like it because that was hitting. That was hitting. I got to figure out some other stuff. Last year I made some deer chili. Some deer chili. I like deer chili. Deer has this it has a gamier taste than beef. Like you can tell it's definitely some venison, right? You can definitely tell that it's not beef, but it also can get away with it being beef and stuff at the same time. I made some of that last year. Still got some deer meat. I need to go ahead and cook that up. It is wrapped up to where I can. I'm thinking about it, but I'm also trying to think about stuff that goes in line with my calorie deficit. So now, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my goal weight uh, 172 that I'm cutting to. So that in line gives me 13,100 calories that I can be in for the week, right? So that's going to start cutting out a lot of the things that I like to do during the week, which is okay. It's okay. There must be some sacrifice for great results. Y'all remember that in life, okay? All right. For great results comes great sacrifice. You remember that. All right. It'll get you a long place from where you started from. But also, I'm also starting to look at some other supplements and stuff like that to keep me energized because once I shed it off that, because okay, think about this: calories are energy, right? I had a whole bunch of energy up on me, right? You think whenever you get big and all that type of stuff, you ain't got that much energy. No, you just putting that energy to work, right? Now that I've lost that energy, my body is starting to be like, hey, where was the rest of that energy that you what we do with that? Well, you breathe the energy out, right? So I'm glad what we was talking about when I was talking about too much talking. Sometimes you just gotta do. And I was sitting at myself after I ate that catfish stew, and I got on the scale. And first of all, I know water weight, all right, but water weight will scare the hell out of you. Okay, water weight was scared the hell. First of all, I looked at my stomach. I said, "Oh hell no! I look like how I used to. I look like how I used to." I said, "This has got to go. This is immediately got to go. This was too much. I was bloated. First of all, I get bloated after every meal, and anyway, but it wasn't that much salt up inside of there or anything like that. But it scared the hell out of me. But I'm shedding. I'm shedding all of that. I got my plan. I just have to change it up a little bit differently in order to keep it fresh from what I did the last time and also appreciate the progress that I did make the last time and just switch it up from this time because my body is different now. I grew into the body that I have now from where I started at. So now this is going to be the next step to growing into the next body. I'm kind of excited for it because the fact that it wasn't that far from the calories that I was doing the last time, I think that kind of excites me a little bit. And it's this plan to where I can have the majority of my days, I can restrict myself to 2,000 calories for 4 days and then 1,700 calories for 3 days. And then all that added together is 13,160. So whenever I get to that point, I know y'all didn't come on to live, but now that I have that's kind of saves me so much time. So this time around Christmas, not this time around Christmas, Christmas time, When I lose this weight, I'm not on that stuff. Okay. I told y'all right here. I told y'all right here. I'm not on that stuff. I think also I might implement intermittent fasting on top of that in order to, regulate. But anyway, so I did start it off saying everyone got a word, but no foundation, right? A lot of people who fit into that line are procrastinators, right? Right. We all procrastinate, okay? We all do it. We all finna do something. All right. We finna get rich. We finna do this. We finna do that. But how many of us are actually taking action toward it? How many of us got an opinion about somebody else's hustle, but we can't even start ours? It's too much talking. Back when I was a kid, we used to say shut up a lot, right? And then we get in trouble because we was kids and we couldn't say shut up. So we had to say be quiet. Around my grandma, I couldn't say liar. I had to say fib, right? When I'm saying shut up, some people just need to shut up. And it's not nothing. Just shut. Just shut the heck up, okay? Shut up. Shut up. Because when people be trying to say, okay, I know when there is advice or somebody is just trying to be heard. I don't give a damn about you trying to be heard if you have no idea on what you're talking about. Just shut the hell up. Okay? All right. I got enough mentors. I ain't saying that I can't learn nothing from nobody, but there's an educated judgment, an educated evaluation I have made on you by the proof of what you have given me in your life, and it's showing me that you just need to shut the hell up with grace. With grace. Sometimes you just have to do it with the utmost conviction. Just shut up. I remember one time I was at this hey mama, I was at this party and this dude was just sitting here lying, and I'm glad my mama on here. This dude was just sitting here lying. And the thing about me and my family, we get so irritated with liars for no reason. Okay. And he was just sitting here lying about this and how he got this deal or what I need to be doing with this. First of all, you have no experience with film. And somebody who also just be sitting there lying all the time, they always trying to prove that they telling the truth. And if I'm telling the truth, I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just, you believe me or not, I'll tell you a story. But you sitting here trying to prove, well, I was doing this, and I was like, oh, is that right? So I just started questioning the obvious questions and stuff. Okay, so if you did that, how did it get to this point, right? I was like, you know, you don't have to lie just to be sitting here. I'm not lying, bro. I got this. Shut up. Get away from me. What are you? Why am I wasting my time listening? Why are you in my ear right now? Your breath stinks. That has nothing to do with nothing. But also, like, if you're going to lie about how you making these moves and how you can give me this advice for me to grow, first of all, you have no relevance. I don't get, this person said that they don't get anything from. Oh, no. This person always is on what is that? Snapchat posting this stuff about this name brand stuff, like stuff that don't even matter in the reality of things. Like, to be honest, like, okay, you know what? If you're good, you got swag and stuff like that, you don't need a name brand in order for it to for you to show it off that you got some style or something like that, right? Personally, some of the stuff that I be seeing from some of these name brands is ugly, right? Just name brand alone does not save you, because some of this stuff is just hideous. But they be getting in the realm of, you know what, just because it got this or just because it got that, This is something you want. I don't want that. I want to be authentically me. Um, I know what it takes. I I can look at something and see what I bring to the table, not what everybody else is doing. Well, that's not what's hot, right? I'm not worried about what's hot. I am hot. I'm the hot one right here. Okay, I don't have to worry about me fitting in because that's a wave that I'm not getting on. Somebody wants something different. Everybody wants something. What do you bring to the table? Yes, that broke mentality. Yes, that broke mentality. Uh, I can't. I be sitting here thinking about like, cause I remember I was making music and stuff like that, and I'm still making music. I'm just deciding on which direction I want to go in. Still working on some stuff, right? But this is what they like. This is what they want to do. This is what they. But I'm not fulfilled just doing stuff by what other people want to do. I thought, and I'm still under the impression that art is whatever you. If you have this interest in something, 9 times out of 10, the world is going to have that same interest. Somebody inside of that world. And you do your best to express the way you want to express it. Everybody else got their opinion on how you should express yourself to the world. How you gonna have an opinion? Why don't you go do what you want to do rather than no? Because everybody want to say that they want the credit. They want too much credit, right? Well, I gave them this advice. Well, I gave them that advice. The thing that I was brought up on was authenticity and being really genuine, right? That way, if I help you out, I didn't forget about it because I did it for the betterment of you and not for myself. I don't want credit behind it either. Right. I can take credit for look, I can let you know anytime that I succeed, I'm gonna let you know. Because I just be talking. Okay. I'm a talker. When I do something, I told you I was gonna do it, I'm gonna tell you about it. Remember when I told you I was gonna do it and I done it? Because I like that. That's something that I do. But if I'm helping somebody else out, I didn't forget about the favor because it's not in me to hold that over somebody's head. And sometimes I didn't train myself to genuinely forget when I do good deeds. So whenever you trying to, I'm gonna pop regardless. So whenever you trying to give your little tidbits and advice on how you can make me pop, I'm popping already. You can't make me pop more than I'm gonna pop. There's things that I've been gifted with that I can't even take credit for. So how you gonna take credit for it? All the further success, first of all, I may have the talent and I may have the gift, but the success that comes by pure grace of God. That's it. That's it. That's above me, right? The only thing I can do is to take it into action, right? The only thing that I can truly do is taking an action because God will put the right people in. You know what? It don't matter how many people are watching you. Don't matter how long it. As long as you putting stuff out, and you never know who is watching because God will place those certain people or lead them certain people to get on whatever you are doing. It don't matter where or who it is, but they can see something, and then that's how you move. It's happened time and time again. So I for sure ain't about to just sit here and wonder why Rodriguez over here, not Rodriguez, or I was trying to, I'm gonna say the boy's name, Manuel. I'm gonna just say the boy's name, Manuel. Manuel trying to give me some tips and stuff like that, man. Well, this what bless you. You gonna be successful in your field, fam. I got my team. We gonna be great here. I only said his name because I said somebody else's name up in there that I actually know. And then I was just trying to keep it Hispanic. I was trying to keep it Hispanic, but now I didn't say his name. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But no, Rodriguez is not his name. Rodriguez is with the Phenomenal Legacy. Manuel, he doing his thing. God bless him. Good luck to whatever. But I just remember he was just capping at a party once. And I just hope he stopped the cap. And I also hope that he just making sure that he can stop flexing because nobody's watching. No, nobody's watching, brother. I pray for you. And I hope that you actually get your true viewership and you get your self-esteem up and not leave it inside the no brain. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the procrastination. I done caught myself plenty of times procrastinating. And then sometimes surrounding myself around people that's procrastinating, right? So what I have learned, what I have learned now is to be a little bit more patient on the things that I want to do, and then start seeing, okay, how many phone calls am I going to get back, or text messages am I going to get back? If people really want to work, how much is this talking versus how much action are we taking place here? What's the real? I don't just want to be the streamline and motivation, right? Because what if I'm tired and I need somebody else to rely upon? You know what I mean? And we all need somebody to rely upon. We just look. I'm one of those rare people that just stay on stuff, but I fall. I have those moments to where I just sit back and I just need, I need to look up and just get inspired by something else too. You know what I mean? I'm on go mode, but sometimes I fall out, right? But also, I done heard so many times, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm ready for it. If you ready, sometimes I just want you to go. You know what I mean? See what sometimes I want to see if you gonna go just to see if that you got it in you to push yourselves to just get out there and do this. I shouldn't have to ask a follow-up question and then you be like, oh well, no, you should already okay. Well, I was thinking this, I was thinking that. Hence the reason why with my new position at my job, I'm excited to go every day because I don't have to ask that many follow-up questions, right? I don't have to ask that. And not that that's my passion, but that's something that energizes me. And I found something that I can think about to make things go better. And it gets competitive and all that type of stuff. So it's fun. Um, it stimulates me. Uh, but I don't have to. I go with my team. We figure this plan out. I have an idea, bounce off another idea. We take it into action. What you think? Okay. Oh, I thought about this. Boom, boom. True thought. You know what I mean? A true process, true action, and then we see success. We see results all the time. Something that energizes me personally for my team. Sometimes I don't be seeing that. So whenever you're trying to build up, and then everybody wants to have success, right? Everybody wants to take credit for the success, right? But it's that groundwork. So sometimes you just got to know when to close that door. You got to know when to close the door. I've had this talk plenty of times whenever we were doing some of the films and stuff like that. This is going to be the process of seeing who's going to get weaned out. Everybody who's with you can't stay with you, can't go with you. And then it just shows who's being tagged along versus who's carrying their load. That's something you got to question. Those are real conversations that you got to have. Those are real thoughts that have to go through your mind. The next step. I started out in the most successful times because I'm not in the most successful time right now. I'm in a time of learning. But one of the most successful times was I didn't really wait or rely on people. It if you didn't fit inside of this time span or you didn't fit the plan, right? You were gone. And God would open the door for another person. And that's what it's getting back to. But then when you start from the groundwork again, you know, but you said the thing is, what happens is you put this pressure and these expectations on yourself, right? But it just feels like it's heavier and stuff. But that's because you've seen that step that you've already surpassed, right? So now you're raising them up, right? But you shouldn't feel any pressure from raising those expectations because you already know how to get to this point now. You didn't know that at first. Now you know to get to this point. And some people just got to be left where they at. And it's okay to leave people where they at, because if it's not causing you, if it's holding back your growth, it's not helping you. All right, it's hurting you. There's no healing there. There's no movement. It's just stagnant. You're better off moving. And then hold on. If the people want to catch up, that's okay for them to catch up, but you can't hold their hand on the way. When Jesus grabbed those disciples, he said, go, and they moved, right? What, no questions? I ain't saying I'm Jesus. I'm just trying to move like a group that made moves around the world. They made moves around the world. They didn't question it. They didn't question. They just went. If I've already shown you that I'm trustworthy, right? If I've already shown you that I have a plan, I have this desire, I can be a leader and all that type of stuff. A leader knows how to build a team that he can listen to, not no yes people around him, right? If you disagree, feel free to disagree. There's going to be those moments. In order to have a successful team, you got to have all those skills. You got to have a know how to deliver to other people, something I'm working on. I'm very consistent in my delivery. I'll say that. I'm very consistent in my delivery, but I need to deliver differently, separately to other people. Some people I can be hard on. Some people I have to be a little bit more gentle. But it's just knowing when and where to do that. But other than that, I mean, I'm very consistent. So people can't say that I'm showing favoritism anywhere and stuff like that, because I will deliver it the same exact way, because however I deliver it to y'all, I deliver it to myself. So with that, yeah, if you got to leave them behind, just leave them. Just leave them. And those things, whenever you are leaving or making decisions, everything does not deserve an announcement out the door, because sometimes those announcements outside the door, you're asking for attention. I don't have to ask. I do not have to ask you about my exit. If I want to be gone, I'm walking out the door. I don't need to ask you permission for me to leave. I'm not about to say, am I free to go? I'm just gone. I'm the door. I found it. I know where it's at. I know. I ain't heard. You ain't heard from me because I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. And if you want to be along for the ride, you better catch up. But I'm not slowing down. People want you to go at their pace, right? This race, we sometimes we ain't running the same race. We ain't running the same race. All right. I'm trying to be on Usain Bolt's level, or the boy who just won. I ain't even gonna figure out his name or something like that. But I'm trying to run that race. Okay. I'm going after greatness, right? I'm going after greatness. I'm not settling for nothing less. And if you just want to sit back there and just sit on your successes, that's fine. That's cool. I ain't gonna shame you. But I can't sit there and get comfortable in something. I have to keep on chasing. I appreciate the blessing, but this is not the destination that God said in my life. This is not the destination. This is not the stopping point. God said there's more out there, so I'm going to go get more. And then when he says that there's enough, that's when I'm satisfied. That's when I'm satisfied. That's it. But if you don't want that same type of level, we just can't be on the same type of team. I'll root for you in whatever you do and wherever you at. As long as you keep on doing stuff that is, I love people pushing themselves. to a degree of success. Okay, and if they want to keep on showing that they're going on forward for that success, I'm going to appreciate them. But if it's not on the same level that I'm trying to reach, we just can't. We're not going to work together, right? I grew up on respect, appreciation, and accountability, also integrity. Um, and those things I will set my boundaries on. So any of those things that hop out of the boundary, I'll have a conversation with you. I don't do too much repeating. I don't do too much repeating. Too much talking. There's too much talking going on. I don't need to tell you why I decided to move forward. I don't need to tell, look, if there's a move to be made, there's a move to be made. And you just got to keep on going with it. Right? Like why are we sitting here? People will talk themselves out of stuff because they sitting here talking too much. Right? Nobody's saying that a discussion ain't good, but you can't have a discussion every day over the same stuff. That don't mesh well. That don't go together. So let's just all sometimes look here. I say this all the time on my TikTok. If I ain't got nothing to say, I shut up. I shut up. We can't waste too many words. Words is valuable. We can't waste too many of them. You ever seen that movie 1,000 Words with Eddie Murphy? Y'all know I love my Eddie Murphy. Look here. I think he had 1,000 words, and then after you run out of them words, guess what? It's over. It's over. I got some words on the script. But if we ain't talking about nothing, like, all right, look, hey, you ready to do this? Hey man, it's been a week. We're gonna get started on this. Hey yo, what's the plan? We need to get to shooting this. I need to go record this. You know, how many times I gotta call you versus I'm outside, let's go. Or, I'm up here, let's go. I'm waiting on you. How many times? How many times are we just gonna be like, oh, well, this ain't work out this time? Like people, that's how you lose followers. That's how you lose attention. You know what I mean? Because you're showing that you're unreliable. It's too much talking. Too much talking. Not enough action. I ain't had a show out. I have not had a show out. And I was like, look here, I got to start getting my content out. Got to start doing the things that I want to do. And I can't just do it in one spot. But I'm going to give y'all an exact date of my, and I'm not even going to count the, I'm not even going to count the sitcom, right? I have not had a show out since Black and Blue. And I believe that was my birthday a year ago, May 30th, 2022. Last project I did was a play, right? But as far as internet content that I have had out was May 30th, 2022. Anybody that knows me or works with me knows that I'm always trying to produce some content. The fact that I can't put nothing out or can't procrastinating, not effectively putting it out, having these excuses rather than these actions, you got to understand it was too much talking inside of that process. It's 2023 right now. About to be 2024 pretty soon. Dr. Graham ain't been out since, need I say 2021? Last episode of that came out my birthday, 2021. See, on the show like this, I don't just call out people, right? I'll call out myself. Too much talking, too much chatter, and not enough work. People who claim to really want it, but there's no proof behind it, right? It's in the works, right? Doing this, right? How big is your desire to do something? It's time to lock in and get focused. The discipline that I've learned from my fitness journey, I can take that into real life every single day because guess what? The results are minimal, but you have to appreciate those results, those small things every single time that you're taking a step forward. But the good thing about film, the good thing about production and entertainment, that's a little bit more instantaneous. So if it's right there, why not do it? Let's get to work, man. And I'm saying this with a smile on my face, right? Now it's time to get energized. I said this gonna be the busiest time of the year. Let's get busy. All right, let's get to work. Peace, love, and hair grease. I love all y'all. Whoever tunes in. But we just be talking too damn much. Everybody got something to say. Everybody influencer. Everybody motivational speaker. Everybody got a platform. Everybody don't need a platform. Some people are better listeners than they are talkers. But let's get to work. God bless y'all. God keep y'all. This has been the Phenomenal Legacy Podcast. I'll be back next week because I be talking too damn much.